Howdy mates, welcome again to Shelter in the Storm with A Course in Miracles lesson 97. Okay guys, today we're still in chapter 6, the lessons of love, and we are now on to part 5, the lessons of the Holy Spirit. Like any good teacher, the Holy Spirit knows more than you do now, but he teaches only to make you equal with him. You had already taught yourself wrongly, having believed what was not true. You did not believe in your own perfection. Would God teach you that you had made a split mind when he knows your mind only as whole? What God does know is that his communication channels are not open to him, so that he cannot impart his joy and know that his children are wholly joyous. Giving his joy is an ongoing process, not in time, but in eternity. And God's extending outward, though not his completeness, is blocked when the sonship does not communicate with him as one. So he thought, my children sleep and must be awakened. How can you wake children in a more kindly way than by a gentle voice that will not frighten them, but will merely remind them that the night is over and the light has come? You do not inform them that the nightmares that frighten them so badly are not real, because children believe in magic. You merely reassure them that they are safe now. Then you train them to recognize the difference between sleeping and waking, so they will understand they need not be afraid of dreams. And so, when bad dreams come, they will themselves call on the light to dispel them. A wise teacher teaches through approach, not avoidance. He does not emphasize what you must avoid to escape from harm, but what you need to learn to have joy. Consider the fear and confusion a child would experience if he were told, do not do this because it will hurt you and make you unsafe. But if you do that instead, you will escape from harm and be safe, and then you will not be afraid. It is surely better to use only 3 words. Do only that. This simple statement is perfectly clear, easily understood, and very easily remembered. The Holy Spirit never itemizes errors, because he does not frighten children, and those who lack wisdom are children. Yet he always answers their call, and his dependability makes them more certain. Children do confuse fantasy and reality, and they are frightened because they do not recognize the difference. The Holy Spirit makes no distinction among dreams. He merely shines them away. His light is always the call to awaken, whatever you have been dreaming. Nothing lasting lies in dreams, and the Holy Spirit, shining with the light from God himself, speaks only for what lasts forever. Okay, we'll continue on with the text tomorrow. Let's go to our lesson 97. I am spirit. Today's idea identifies you with your one self. It accepts no split identity, nor tries to weave opposing factors into unity. It simply states the truth. Practice this truth today as often as you can, for it will bring your mind from conflict to the quiet fields of peace. No chill of fear can enter, for your mind has been absolved from madness, letting go illusions of a split identity. We state again the truth about yourself. The Holy Son of God, who rests in you, whose mind has been restored to sanity. You are the Spirit lovingly endowed with all your Father's love and peace and joy. You are the Spirit which completes Himself and shares His function as Creator. He is with you always, as you are with Him. Today, we try to bring reality still closer to your mind. Each time you practice, awareness is brought a little nearer at least. Sometimes 1,000 years or more are saved. Wow. The minutes which you give are multiplied over and over, for the miracle makes use of time, but is not ruled by it. Salvation is a miracle, the first and last, the first that is the last, for it is one. You are the Spirit in whose mind abides the miracle in which all time stands still. The miracle in which a minute spent in using these ideas becomes a time that has no limit and that has no end. Give, then, these minutes willingly, and count on Him who promised to lay timelessness beside them. He will offer all His strength to every little effort that you make. Give Him the minutes which He needs today to help you understand with Him. You are the Spirit that abides in Him, and that calls through His voice to every living thing, offers His sight to everyone who asks, replaces error with the simple truth. The Holy Spirit will be glad to take 5 minutes of each hour from your hands and carry them around this aching world where pain and misery appear to rule. He will not overlook one mind that will accept the healing gifts they bring, and He will lay them everywhere He knows they will be welcome. And they will increase in healing power each time someone accepts them as His thoughts and uses them to heal. Thus will each gift to Him be multiplied 1,000-fold, and tens of thousands more. And when it is returned to you, it will surpass in might the little gift you gave, as much as does the radiance of the sun outshine the tiny gleam a firefly makes an uncertain moment and goes out. The steady brilliance of this light remains and leads you out of darkness. Nor will you be able to forget the way again. Begin these happy exercises with the words the Holy Spirit speaks to you, and let them echo round the world through Him. Spirit am I, a holy Son of God, free of all limits, safe and healed and whole, free to forgive and free to save the world. I tap it, releases oxytocin in the brain. Expressed through you, the Holy Spirit will accept this gift that you received of him. Increase its power and give it back to you. Offer each practice period today gladly to him, and he will speak to you, reminding you that you are spirit, one with him and God, your brothers and yourself. Listen for his assurance every time you speak the words he offers you today, and let him tell your mind that they are true. Use them against temptation and escape its sorry consequences if you yield to the belief that you are something else. The Holy Spirit gives you peace today. Receive his words and offer them to him. Lesson 97. I am spirit. I love that. She's astral traveling out the window. You are blessed beings, indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. This is a very powerful lesson because it tells you the truth about how your thoughts and prayers travel around the world to all your brothers and sisters. Just as your fear is magnified through the ethers, we will say, so too is there an emanation from your loving thoughts and ideas. When you align with truth, you become a powerful beacon for love that ripples and goes out from you to and through everyone. Anyone who has the slightest willingness or openness to tune in to that thought, belief, or idea picks it up, and it will seem to be an inspiration. Inspiration means you are in spirit. That is exactly what happens in that circumstance, when your thoughts and frequency emanate from you, from yourself. As you go up in frequency doing these lessons and looking at the world with forgiving eyes, you become the beacon of love, light, and hope for everyone on the planet, on this planet. The more of you who become miracle-minded, the thousands of you who do these lessons, the more you affect the entire planet. Do not doubt it. That is what a miracle is. It is something that steps out of time and does not follow the rules you have been taught. Miracles are merely things you do not understand. You have been hooked into the body, time, death, and fear. That is what you believe in. As you do these lessons, you will step up into the miracle-mindedness of your natural inheritance. I am that one you know as Jesus. We thank you for joining us today and working these miracles with us for your planet to be infused with love and light, and through the practice of forgiveness, so will your life. We will see you again tomorrow. Blessed beings, Namaste.